moving your crypto to Naira. And if you've ever built a product in Nigeria, you will know that it's not for the faint-hearted. So today we have Fury Okao, the marketing lead for Page, who is going to be showing us, walking us through how she and her team they are building Page in a market like Nigeria, and the amazing lessons that builders from the global builders can learn about building an emerging market like Nigeria. So why don't you stay tuned throughout this interview? There's one or two things you're going to learn, and drop a comment about a high moment for you in this interview, and make sure you check the description below so that you can follow this product, use this product, and share your review about this product. We have amazing startup founders from Solana building out of Nigeria.
All right. Thank you so much for giving us the time this morning. My name is Victoria. I'm building Backup Global, a talent community for emerging markets like Nigeria. Um, yes, the purpose of this interview is to learn from you how you're building in Nigerian market and achieving product market fit, and lessons that other builders can learn from how you're building in Nigeria. So, that being said, can you briefly introduce yourself and your project, what it does, and who is it for?
All right, so my name is Fure Okao. I am head of marketing, communications, and community for Paj Cash. Well, we are calling ourselves Paj with our latest rebrand. So Paj is a solution that allows users to swap to Naira directly from their favorite wallets. So we basically put the power of ramping in your hands. We we actually built well, I'm trying to remember. Yeah, so we built Paj out of, should we say, necessity or the need for convenience. I was kind of new. Should I say I was or I am? I don't know, but I'm actually recently got into like active in the crypto space. And when the founder Dev Tochi brought this solution to me, I was like, me, I don't know, because me, I'm not sure. I've like the crypto I've held. I've just put it there to put it there. I've never actually bothered trying to withdraw. But the one time I did try withdrawing, the P2P vendor used over 3 days to process it, because in his words, it was not a big transaction. And that was just wow. So nothing for the rest. If you are not a big fish, nothing for us. So when Tochi brought up this thing, I was like, oh, that sounds nice. I think that was in November of 2024. I said that sounds like nice. That sounds really nice. Like, if you need any help, just let me know. He was like, um he's bringing me on. Oh, I was like, sure, no problem. So we launched in January, and we were a bit scared, actually. We knew that there was a need for a product like this in the field. Very easy, very quick. You connect your bank details to our platform, then you link your crypto wallet, send crypto from that wallet, get credited. Simple. But we were not sure on how to get that message across to Nigerians, especially since almost everybody has a WhatsApp vendor on their contact list nowadays. We were not sure how to break into that market. But what we built Patch Cash for was convenience, ease, and out of necessity. I think I rambled past the question you asked, but yeah.
This is Patch. Patch, you can um, convert your crypto to cash, no matter the amount, no minimum amount. So just go to get started, and you're going to need a code, a referral code, which you're going to find in the description below. I already registered here, so I'm just going to log in my account and get started, so I can show you how it looks like. So when you sign up using the referral code in the description, um, this is what it looks like. This referral code you're going to see. So you need to add your bank account. So click on add bank account, choose your bank and add it here. So in seconds you can buy as well. You can buy with, if you say you have Naira and you receive USDT and all of that. Transaction pool, transaction history, just very simple. So um, so after you've connected your bank account, you can link your wallet. You now link your wallet, your Solana wallet. So after linking it, so you can see now. So you send your, this is how you go about it. You send your assets here to a firm. Just send your crypto, copy its address, send it, and send it. It shows up in your bank account. It's that simple. Copy this, send your crypto here, and it shows in your linked bank account. It's as simple as that.
You're right on point. Right on point. And I was just smiling at the vendor that told you your transaction is not worthy enough to be giving prompt attention. That's very crazy. Wow. Okay. That's interesting. That's interesting. So let's start with the problem. I think you've touched upon a bit in convenience. You're building for convenience. I believe
Yeah.
this is just go from what are the volume of your transaction, go from your stable coin to your local currency immediately. Um, hmm. Okay, now you've answered the first part of the question. So second part is how did that shape, like when cash is built or cash, like we said, how did that this whole problem you solved, how did it shape the features in the app, in the product you're building?
Okay. So nobody hates nobody hates complicated processes as much as Nigerians. When you are bringing a product into the market, you have to take account of the existing culture around that product. So typical of ramping processes would be you text a vendor on WhatsApp, or you even, I don't know, sign up on the platform or something. You text the vendor, you go through the please send me your wallet address. The vendor will tell you, hold. They will process the other transactions on their list, get to your own. You'll say, okay, I've processed it. You ask them for receipts. Them they were asking you for receipts. Just a bunch of very long, like why does it why that? And that's what Nigerians are used to. So we are breaking into the market because of ramping is not really a new thing. We are not really solving anything new. It's an existing problem. So we enter the market with the idea of how do we make this thing easier? From our UX to the processes involved. On pad, you sign up. Once you sign up, once you put like we leave first off, like let me even like start like in a itemized like format. The first thing we did was the sign up process. We tried our best to make sure that straight from sign up, navigating the app, navigating the platform from sign up to your first transaction. There's a simple flow. Sign up, add your bank details, link wallet, copy address, send, get credited. As easy as that. No confirmation of receipt. No hi, hello. No I've sent it, please confirm. We try our best to make sure
Mm.
that power of your transactions, we keep the power of your money in your hands when it comes to our users. So you run or you work with Page absolutely independent of anybody else. You will not hear that, oh, I'm not at home. You like there's no need for you to interact with somebody else. Just know that you sometimes you don't even have to log into the yes, that's another thing we did. You don't have to log into the website. You can just send from your wallet to the Page Vault address and get credited. That was the ease we were trying to do. So the way the ease at which you make a bank transfer is the ease at which we were trying to build Page, especially for Nigerians. Everybody is rushing somewhere. Everybody has what they want to do. If you don't provide them the service, they'll go and look for it elsewhere. No problem. But how do we capitalize on these existing issues, this issue of delays, this issue of complex processes? There are some apps that you like, I mean apps, so not websites now, not solutions like Patch. There are some apps that once you sign up, from the sign up process, the KYC you have to do. Aside, like it's not even an option. Like you can't proceed until you have filled in all your government details. And of course, we are going to introduce KYC to Page, but at the moment of building, at the point of building, we just had to make it exist first. So currently, our
Yeah.
users sign up, do your thing. Everything is in your hands. You don't have to text anybody. You don't have to interact. You don't even have to open the websites. Just transfer to the Page address and get credited. That was the model we had in place, basically.
Okay. Uh, this is one thing I've seen as common among the cellular founders building. It's the ability to solve that, reduce friction. I think in the past, other products that I've talked to, like that's super amazing because building in Web3, I don't think most products pay attention to that. Like want to like build fancy products, but you all are focusing on usability, like being able to remove all the frictions that can move from my problem to getting it solved ASAP.
Exactly.
And that's commendable.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Building Web3 as well is that some products build in vacuums where if you are not a crypto, like if you're not really into it, you won't even understand how to navigate the platform. You get that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So it's not really friendly actually. So you guess like me now, like before I met the vendor that delayed my transaction for like 3 days, I was just drifting everywhere because I was like, to even like remove this my small $3 to Naira, like to convert it now, I have to go and learn what the liquidity, all of those things. I was like, this is not this is not this is not sustainable for somebody like me. You get that kind of thing. You
Yeah.
have to on a very broad spectrum of users, not just crypto natives. You get that kind of thing.
Mm. Okay. Okay. Wow. Amazing. Amazing. Like, I'm overjoyed because this is one thing that Web2 is supposed to do. It's supposed to power solutions and not just not making classic like discovering something entirely new. Like before I have to use a product, I have to go through one very serious education. Like if the product is educating you on its own, like you can easily use it. It just it makes it easy to onboard people. Because you just simply go straight to solving your problems and not you having to do the complete manual just to use the product. And I'm happy about that. Okay, so how PyScratch is built now, right? How do you think, with our first model is Sorry, just give me a second.
No problem.
Okay, so sorry. So the Odua Fest um, culture is one thing that's very commonly, you know, in Nigeria. So how has that impacted? Because you said being able to connect your wallet and from ASAP, right? So do you have plans on having like um, a way for people to deposit and withdraw immediately, or would it always be simply connect to your favorite wallet and withdraw immediately?
Okay, so the way Page is built is to solve the solution at hand, like solve the problem at hand first, and then build features around what our users need. So first, the initial plan was just to cover off ramping. Then our users said, "Oh, we'd also like on ramping. That's buying crypto with Naira." So that was now when we now realized, oh, this project might actually like this product probably grow bigger than what we assumed it to be. So with the deposit thing, we are trying our best to make sure that like Patch does not become a wallet in and of itself, but rather an extension of your favorite wallet. So I can't really say much about the deposit thing. All I know is that the only reason you would have to give your money to Page is if you'd want to buy crypto in the coming months. That's with our new on ramping feature. Especially since we secured partnership with a major bank in Nigeria. So the possibilities are very, very open. That's what I would say with regards to that question, because as I know it now, our
Okay.
solution, yeah, is just an extension. It's just an extension that allows you to withdraw from your wallet. With regards to deposits, I'm not too, I can't say definitively on that actually.
No, it's totally fine. Totally fine. So yes, you've emphasized on the withdrawal part on um how it's an extension of our of the user's favorite wallet and it can easily offer up. So what the question here is how has it affected user trust or retention? Like that's the ability for them to why is it so critical? I know you've touched it, but maybe it's not really big in this direction. Like, how has it affected user trust or retention? That ability to use. Now I have my money because you've used your experience to talk about how you get to money
Yeah,
from crypto to Naira and it gave you
yeah.
all 72 hours of delay. So, but from the user's point of view, how has it impacted their trust and and usage of your product?
Okay. So this question is actually one that I'm very particular about. So the thing is that I'm sorry to say it again, but we are building it's a Nigerian market that we are currently operating in. So I have to say, well, Nigerians are not very trusting people, especially when it comes to money matters. Not even on in a crypto sense, like even Web2 users, even basic Ajo Susu. There is like where money is
Mm,
involved, trust becomes a very, very difficult thing to earn with Nigerians. So coming into the market as a new product was more of, like I said, like how do we how do we make people give us their money? Like we are coming out of nowhere, you don't know us from anywhere, or you know us from a super team, and we just happen to be building. How do we now give you that how do we now give you that assurance that truly we mean what we say when we are saying that we won't run with your money, or what they call, you won't experience delays, and that something that really really helps is having a very very active community a very active community to customer support channel. So on our Twitter page, we have in our bio is our Telegram community. And even though people send some of their queries, when you like when a user tells you a problem they encounter with your product, the first thing on your mind to gain their trust is to resolve that problem as quickly and as easily as possible. So I would say with regards to user trust and user retention, something that people will always commend us for is our customer support. Because if somebody sends their zero cause I'm sorry, the lowest amount you can transact on Page is $0.5, which is about 720 to 750 naira with the current rate. So as little as that money is, it's a really, really serious make or break factor. Because if somebody should transact their little 720 naira and you cannot even deliver on that, what trust do you now have? Like, what trust can they now put in you to deliver their 1K transactions, $500 transactions? So we try to, as much as possible, to resolve every single complaint. Every single complaint. I currently head the Did I even say head? We are a very small team. I, the founder, and our designer. So when it comes to anything facing users, I'm the one that spearheads that, from communities to handling the socials to customer complaints. So sometimes I just go on Twitter because people may not want to tell the products directly that they are having issues. They want to tell their followers or their community that this is the product, this is the issue I ran into using this product. To like when people are complaining about Domino's or Chowdex slow delivery, they don't text Child times. So sometimes I just open Twitter, I just what they call it, I just search Page or Page Cash, and I just like go through every comment, the bad ones, the good ones, and most of the time I reach out. Sorry, has this been resolved yet? Or hi, I saw that you made comments. Yeah, has it been settled? Because one thing that's one thing that is very important is trust. Trust is a currency in the Nigerian markets because of the way our structures are. It's a very, 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 very high value currency, user trust. So the moment you fail to deliver, and that's something that even I, as a user, a lot of things I experienced, that I'll mail a customer support, I'll get an automated mail, and then I don't hear from them for days on end. And to other people, it might be like, don't worry, they have a lot of transactions, they are processing, they are understaffed, they are this, they are that. But I don't have any business with what your organization is doing. The only thing I have business with is my money. So when people use Patch, the business, the way we excluded ourselves and completely eliminated the P2P process is the same way we want to carry it on to resolving transactions. Like, you don't have any business with us until it becomes an issue of you've not gotten your money. So positioning your community as a very major pipeline to customer support. Because if you go to our Twitter, maybe you have an issue with our transaction, you found out about us through Twitter or word of mouth. You go to our Twitter, in our bio is the Telegram link. You go to Telegram, the moment you type, "Hi, I'm having a problem," either I or the founder will respond to you, and we try our best to make sure that from the moment somebody brings up a complaint to the process whereby it's resolved doesn't take more than 15 minutes. If all things being equal, from the moment you type "hi" and your issue gets taken up, we try our best, because time is money. Trust is a currency, time is money, and those are two things that we try our best to operate on. So user one, by the time you deliver consistently, no matter the size of transactions, from 500 to 0.5, some people even try to purge their last 1K, and we are active for all of that. So the moment you continuously keep delivering, there is no way user retention spikes every single time we resolve a complaint on time. Yeah, so from customer, people slack on customer support, but that is where you gain real person to person connection with your user because they feel you believe you genuinely care about the fact that your products did not work as expected to them. So yeah, I think that's my answer to that question. Just having a strong community to customer support and yeah.
Um, so like I feel myself, I'm thinking some mental notes. You know, the fact that you do social listening, right? You check Twitter to see. Yes, you made a very strong point, and people might not necessarily talk to you directly about the experience with the product, but they'll tell their friends. They may mention it somewhere else, and we do social listening to know if what the sentiment is out there about your product.
Yeah.
It's really interesting. Yes, and it's important how you manage this state level now to really influence how far the products will grow. And that's really, really commendable. Um, so now, so Hatch is an extension of wallets, but then you're building in Nigeria, irrespective of the fact that, see, it's Web3, where things are like permissionless. How have local constraints, whether regulation, infrastructural, or cultural, forced you to build differently or efficiently? Have you your team have any like had any challenge from regulation or infrastructure or even cultural to so you know how to like build differently or maybe be more efficient?
Okay. Okay. So first, I wanted to say thank you for calling my efforts commendable. When you followed me, this is completely different from your question, oh, but like
Well,
when you followed me, I like went through your profile to see like another woman building and forging her own path. Very, very inspiring. I wanted to mention it at the beginning of the meeting, but kind of slipped my mind. I love what you are doing at Value Corp, and product marketing is something I'm trying to get into, hopefully, once I'm done with school. But yeah, I love what you're doing. So now to answer
thank you.
the question, hmm, this off ramping problem is a very rampant one in Nigeria because ordinarily you're not supposed to have to jump through hoops, but the condition of the country, the regulations, every day something new is popping up that requires you to shift what you are building or get a new license or get a new regulation. So the way the Nigerian government has made it's a very you wake up and you hear about a new regulation on a product, whether you are building it or not. Yeah, you learn that you're hearing, oh, there's now this tax that's going to be implemented, there's now this regulation, you now need this license. It's the same way we kind of built Purge to accommodate for all those changes. So, like I said, we built it on a let's make it exist first. We'll make it proper. We'll make it proper, even like we make it proper as we go, but let it just exist in the market. So we built Sparge and we found out that obviously we need licensing to hold user money. What's the next best thing to do? Act as a bridge between the user and their money as opposed to holding money. So something I tell our users a lot is that Pad will never hold your money. Like if your transaction fails to process, it's either your wallet is sending it back to you or it's like there's nowhere on the website for your money to be held. We don't have a central account where money is being held because we don't have the license to do that. To get that license, it's millions. What can a startup do? I mean, how much do we even have at hand? The first few months, we were not even like collecting salary or anything. We were just building out of sheer willpower. So asking a startup to bring out 250 million, hundreds of millions, Yeah, to get licensing to do anything was a problem we had to just find our way around. So thankfully for the nature of Purge, where it's an extension, your money just passes that. We just act as a connecting bridge where your money flies. It's like when you fly into a car wash, you drive, you get cleaned, and then you drive out a new, exactly something like that. That was something we had to do. But with the restrictions on from CBN actually on, oh, this account is transacting so much, they actually put our core merchants on hold. The part of the person on our team that handles our transactions, they actually put his account on hold, and that was kind of a come to Jesus moment where we tried our best not to panic because, like I said, like we had to, we our priority is always sorting out user transactions. But that day we told users, please, you guys, we will hold though. Let us go and understand what's happening. So they put our merchants on hold. We had to start scrambling for documents we had, but the pressure when they've put a major like they've put a major roadblock. You just wake up one day and you find out they want to build flyover on the road that you usually take to work, that kind of thing. So there was a different kind of pressure. We got our documents, we petitioned and they released our merchants accounts once more, and everything was running smoothly. But that was, like I said, a come to Jesus moment. So we recently had to, because like I said, we tried, or we have succeeded in partnering with a major banking corporation in Nigeria. So what we had to get was a lot of documents, a lot. Oh my god, this process has taken months to get a lot of documents that would, aside registering as a company and putting Paj as a subsidiary of that company, we've had to legally look into like hiring a lawyer to go over all of those things. So I would say the best thing, the best approach, although it was not an approach we took, is to try and have your documents down so that when you have a come to Jesus moment, you are fully prepared for it. Because it's only because we had our documents down that we did not outrightly have to shut down user processes completely. So yeah, with the way Nigeria is, almost, if there's any documents that if there's any documents that you feel they may wake up one day and require, it's best you get started on processing it. The moment you have a feeling of a feeling, yeah. And partnerships will take you a very long way when navigating legal restrictions and regulations. Partnering with people that already have the licensing, it will go a very long way in making sure that your processes run smooth, and you also avoid trouble with the law and banking, and you also avoid them what's the word, yes, you also avoid trespassing policies, if trespassing is the word. But yeah, I think
Yeah.
that yeah, build it first, make it exist, but don't um don't underestimate the power of partnerships and the importance of having your documents in order, whether you feel you need to submit them yet or not. Yeah.
Mm, wow. Wow. Thank you so much for sharing that. It's when people, I like your series like it's like how you navigate this whole amazing muddy waters of this amazing country. It can be scary to build out of here, but then every day I see people like us, people uh Electrify and other products, and it gives us like courage, like okay, people are like doing this, irrespective of the fact that the there's so many uncertainties in the regulation and all that drama. And then I always give thumbs up to Nigeria building because we have this, they're so resilient. I mean, we
Yeah.
face the stronger. Yeah. So yeah, well done. Well done, well done. So two more questions and we're done. Um So now, you mentioned that you search, you do social listening, and you search out tweets and to find out how exactly about your product. So now, beyond tweets, your product is also built for people that don't normally like they're not DJs, just regular people, maybe uh, remote workers or regular people who want to simply move from crypto to the local currency. So how do your users find you and how do they keep coming back? I think you mentioned customer service. You know that it was going to make someone come back, but how do they find you and what do they coming back?
So a cute quirk about Purge is that you can't sign up without a referral code. Now, in the
Um,
initial stages, yeah, in the initial stages of building, a lot of people took it as a bone of contention. Why can't I sign up without a referral code? This product is not going to go far. You guys are just starting and you're already limiting. But when we were making it exist, one of the things we wanted to do was make it once and make it well before releasing
mm,
it. Yeah, make it once, make it well. So we built it. We said, oh, you guys will now need a referral code. How do we get a referral code? It's generated by the time you generate an account. But if you don't generate an account, you don't get the referral code. So it was kind of a complex situation to navigate. So what we said was that okay, sign up for our wait list. From that wait list, we gave I think the wait list had about 100 people on it, just from Twitter posting and word of mouth and personal connections as well, reaching out to friends that this is the products, please sign up so you can try it out. And some of the really active people in Super Team that were interested in the product. So we made a wait list and then we created an account for I think I should have that documentation here. I'm sorry, let me just bring it out so that I'm calling my figures properly. Um Page growth. Okay. Yeah, we had 106 people on the wait list from November to launch in January. Our UI was very, very crude. Like it was bare bottom. Like I said, make it exist. It was not
yeah.
it was not what it was supposed to be at all. But the product was working. So we made a wait list of 100 people. Then when we launched officially, the referral code was a mandatory option. What does that do? It creates buzz. Why can't I sign up on this platform without a referral code? What's the meaning of this? The people that now had those referral codes were now, should I say, high in demand. So they would come and they would post about Page and they would include their referral code in whatever they've posted to shield it to their community, immediate community. So people that would complain, people that would see that they from word of mouth alone, they would see that they needed a referral code to get on Page, would come back to complain. Why can't I log in without a referral code? Other people in that community would see that this person is complaining about a referral code and they'd go to the community to ask, why can't we get charged without a referral code? That's where our existing community of the 100 people that already had referral codes would now pop in and everybody would drop their referral code on the group. So it became a standing tradition of that buzz of anger and annoyance that translates directly into something that has such a simple solution. If you check referral code on the search bar of our page account, you will see so many, like over hundreds of referral codes. But the initial reaction is obviously annoyance that you've heard about this product and so why is it like this, and a lot of people were angry that oh, this product is not going to go far, you are just starting and already being exclusive, quote unquote. They wouldn't know that it's because we are trying to pace ourselves to try and deliver the best we can deliver to a small circle. When we hit 1k users still with that compulsory referral code option, that was when we were like, ah, no, Like if something is solving problems, people will want to use it regardless of restrictions or not. So as opposed to somebody
Mm.
creating account and just creating an account to create an account and abandon page. By the time you go through that whole process of looking for a referral code, not even having to look for actually, because like you said, how do the rest of our users gain how do they hear about page? And it's purely based on word of mouth, purely based on word of mouth. Honestly, that that is the power of word of mouth. Honestly, if a product is good enough, people will talk about it. People will talk about it, and the fact that they are talking about it opens that product to people that we can never reach on our own. Left to us, without the
Mm.
benefits that word of mouth brought us, left to us, we wouldn't have gone far at all. But it's because the product was working. We had an active community. So even people that don't hear of Page through somebody that they know, the fact that they hear of Page at all will lead them to the Twitter account. And that Twitter account will lead them to a community. And that community will supply them with everything they need. So yeah, word of mouth channels to our existing socials, which channels to our community, which is like the final place of all our should I don't want to call it resting place, but once you join our community, like you are locked in, like you are completely locked in. So how do people hear about Page? Simple word of mouth. We don't run ads. We've not run ads before. Genuinely, we've not run ads before. We've never paid somebody to talk about Page. It's just based on community. We what they call it? We owe a lot to our community. We owe a lot to our community. So yeah.
Um, as we're sharing, I went back to when you said that require referral code. I was thinking about network effects, how network effects, like how you have to um, you have to actually get. I was just saying the advantages. I know people like will react because like the things university have get things around me. But I was just seeing multiple advantages of actually going that route. You are ensuring that that network effect is created and people are referring people. Most like definitely referring people to the product. And
Mhm.
that's very interesting. Um, I had to go to Telegram channels, and I saw a Substack uh blog about past crash and all. I'll just really
Yeah.
sure, but I'm like, wow,
Yeah.
just okay. So finally, otherwise just I don't stress this is very longer than necessary. Um, So, what do you think now? You're building an amazing product. You're solving one pain point. What I've seen, like one major pain point, you're solving it in the easiest way possible, most frictionless way possible. So, what do you think global Web3 builders, like you said, you came into this space and you know how it feels like. You know how it feels like being new to the space and how you have to like get familiar with a lot of chatbots just to understand the industry. So, and we have products like that. Sometimes when I see a product, when I go to Instagram and I see the description of the product, I go to their website, I'm like, what are you building? Like, I can't even get a grasp of what you're building. I'm just seeing one from one channel to the next. And somehow we're trying to onboard the billions and outside of people. So, what is that one lesson? What do you think that the builders that are getting it wrong about product market fit and what can they learn from how you're building on Nigeria?
Okay. So I will always say listen to your users. Whether you have 5 users or you have 5,000, listen to your users. Your product is
Mm.
nothing without your users. No matter, a lot of people discount the fact that they have just 100 users. If you pack 100 people into a room, that place is crowded. Even 50 people, that
Yeah.
place is crowded. So what would now make you feel that because you don't have as many users, they don't deserve to be heard. They don't deserve to be listened to. Obviously, not all suggestions are applicable, and sometimes they may not even suggest. But if you do something, especially when building in public, I will always stand for building in public because that's the easiest way for you to hear from your users as you are going. But I will say listen to your users. They are the people you are building for. As much as you want to build the next unicorn, or you want to make money, or you want to do this, or you want to do that, it's your users that will control how quickly you get there and how fast you fall. They are the ones
Yeah.
with all the power. So the moment you say I'll just ship these products and you don't I'll just ship these products, I'll just ship this feature, and you are not interested in hearing back, your community is locked. People just join and they cannot comment, cannot say anything. Your customer support is not coming back to tell you that this user complained about this thing, or this user complained about this UI option, or this button is not working. By the time you stop listening to users, your product has stopped. Some people might use it begrudgingly, but a lot of people will be looking for the next. There are so many products out there. Even if you want to say that you want to solve the most unique problem, there I can assure you there's already a product out there. So is that if you operate your product on scarcity mindset, that because you are the only one doing this, your users have no option and all of that. As much as Nigerians can tolerate, we can adapt and tolerate a lot of rubbish. A lot of rubbish. The moment something pops up that is more convenient, your products will become obsolete. So I think that's the advice I would say. Listen to your users, no matter how little or how obscure, how random some of their motions and some of their suggestions may seem, even their complaints. Even if you know that you want to explain why this thing works the way it works, they will not understand. Just listen. Just listen. So yeah. I'm sorry if it's not so profound, but
See that. Don't people say that? Because when you were talking, I was just thinking about the products I've worked with, the experience I've had, and how it's as profound as it goes. Like it's very profound. Most I can see that some products don't listen to their users. Some people want to build their chests. They just want to build what's in their mind, right?
yeah.
And how would you even scale? How would you build what nobody wants? Because if
Yeah,
we don't like sorry, sorry, breaking. Can you hear me?
yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay. You were about to say something.
No, no, I was like concurring what you were saying.
Okay, okay. So parents would want to they want to build and they are building what they think is right for their audience, and then they begin to scramble for audience. That's one of the things like I like about even how Super Team Nigeria started, right? There's something I think it was this is my one time. So they have to look for people who are aligned with what they're trying to build. So it's always better to go in the line of what your users want than what you think they want. Because if you don't give what they want, they won't use your product. You end up trying to convince them to use your product, and that's like a mission field feeling on arrival. So yeah, it's profound. It's profound. Um, thank you so much. Thank you so much for all your shared today. It's quite insightful. And trust me, I picked a thing or two from the things you said, and the way you you and your team have been able to build from Nigeria, and it's very insightful. It's
Thank
very insightful. Like, sorry.
I said thank you so much for the opportunity. Like you can go on. I was just like, thank you.
Okay. The one major thing that really piqued talking to you, talking to Identify, talking to LBC is the fact that we are actually we're actually building for the next. So we keep talking about onboarding the next billion users in Web3, and it sounds like something not very distinct, but like I mean, you are building. what people need, like solving one problem at a time. That and beyond the building the product is how the product is built, the features, I usually don't believe in the product to sell itself. Because I'm a marketer, so I like to say, oh, you need marketing, so you need marketing. But
Yeah.
then the product is very key in retention. Marketing is for distribution. In marketing, you distribute, you talk about it, you amplify. But if the product is not doing the retention, your marketing effort is wasted. And that's one thing I've seen from the products from coming from Solana Founders Super Team Nigeria. How these products are built to retain the users so that it makes marketing easier. And the fact that the founders are ready to founders, everybody on the team are ready to hear from the users and then make the product better. It's something, trust me, it's very, very not very common outside of this let's say in the outside the Web3 space. If you've seen your products, you will really understand what that's saying. But yeah, thank you so much. Thank you, Fury, for your time. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you so
So,
much for your time. I took what I expected.
all right, I
I
don't mind.
really hope it's all
We had an insightful session. It's not every day people reach out to ask the marketer. They don't reach out to ask the marketer. It's usually the founder and everything. But yeah, I really appreciate. And as outside of this, if you need my insights, or if you ever need to connect or reach out to me, please definitely like just send me a DM on X. I think I'm going to hit your LinkedIn link. I'm going to request for a connection because I like connecting with people with value, people that are doing amazing things. So yeah, feel free to reach out outside of Page, or even if it's including Page, I don't mind at all. So yeah, thank you for the
it's
opportunity.
fine. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Well done on your journey so far. Yes, and in the coming days, I'll be tagging you, tagging everybody on patch. That Dochi has been super helping us at Fine already. When we had a bootcamp last year, he was one of the devs that really helped with community through regional Solana. It's very is one person that I also respect a lot. So in the coming days, I'll be putting this out on our YouTube channel and repurposing it and all of that. So I'll be tagging you
No problem.
and I'll be finding it because I need more people to see this amazing product that's going on of Smart in Nigeria.
Thank
All
you.
right. Thank you so much, Yuri. Thank you so much for your time and enjoy the rest of your weekend.
You too. You too. Take care.
Thank you. Bye.